Welcome back to my next playthrough series. Yes, we're back to Sunnydale, playing Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the board game. This time we're taking on Adam. And so this time we're going to be using Buffy, Giles, Spike, and Willow. So just a refresher, Buffy's going to be first player, so we're going to look at her very quickly here. We're not going to go through the regular actions. I've done a couple playthroughs of this already, so you'll know that. Her special actions, though, perform a move action and a fight action in any order. After performing the fight action, stun all baddies in your location. So that's Buffy's special action. Everyone gets 3 actions and 1 special action. To refresh ourselves for Giles, special, reveal the top 4 items. Choose 2 to draw and discard the others, and passive Giles always has 1 extra item. So we can normally hold 3 items. Giles can hold 4. Willow Rosenberg, she has a special, well, it's not a special, it's a regular fight action. Slay a baddie in your location if you have magic supplies. That's an extra fight, regular fight action. And her special is Witchiness. Discard any number of magic supplies. For each discarded, defeat 1 baddie anywhere. Baddies, of course, are demons and or vampires. And now we'll look at Spike. We haven't played with Spike before. His special is to vamp out. Slay all baddies in your location if you have weapons. Then for every 3 baddies slain, add 1 wound to the apocalypse track. And what I didn't mention is what their starting equipment is. So Buffy starts with a wooden stake. Giles here at UC Sunnydale starts with tomes. We have Willow starting in the magic box with 1 magic supplies. And Spike down here in the crypt, of course, with weapons. All right, now we're going to take a look at Adam. Yes, Adam. And his... at the end of each round ability, if there are townies sharing a location with a clue token, replace one of them with a demon. All right, and then when Adam reveals himself and his specials, we'll get into that later in the playthrough, and if Adam even shows up. We may lose before that. All right, I'm going to complete the setup. The first thing we do for setup is we need a monster of the week. And so, the monster of the week, I've shuffled them. And what do we have? We have Rack. Rack appears at the magic box. Ooh, well, that's not good. That's where Willow is. Monster of the week there. When using magic supplies to remove 1 wound, that's the discard ability on the magic supplies card. You discard the magic supplies. Rack does not move during monster activation. The character that slays Rack becomes evil. Okay, wow, so you discard it instead of just using it to remove a wound. Huh. Alright, and to get rid of Rack, we need magic supplies and a weapon, and then of course we have to match the symbol on one of the Sunnydale Press Mayhem cards. Alright, so that's our first Monster of the Week out. He's right here, and now we need to draw cards, 1 of the cards for every player, so we're going to be drawing 4 cards. We're going to be looking at placing townies, demons, and vampires based on that. And then we're going to get into gameplay. So we're going to come right back and we're going to draw 4 cards, populate the board with townies, demons, vampires, and then we'll have our first round for this episode. Alright, so let's get drawing the first of 4 cards. And we have a vampire lurks at Sunnydale Cemetery. Vampire at Sunnydale Cemetery. I gotta remember where that's right here. And the second part of this, a townie needs help at Sunnydale High. Alright, we have a townie at Sunnydale High, which is right here. Alright, that's the first card. Of course, they get discarded after they've been drawn. And we don't do the bottom text for this initial setup, so we ignore what's on the bottom here. A vampire lurks at Shadow Valley Vineyards. Shadow Valley Vineyards is here. And then we have a demon terrorizes the magic box. Damn! Wow, okay, well, Willow is right there with Rack and the demon, and that card will get discarded. And the third one for setup, vampire lurks at the magic box. Really? Wow. Okay, so we have Monster of the Week, a demon, and a vampire, and Willow all at the magic box. Ouch. A townie needs help at the Shadow Valley Vineyards. I'm sure a townie does, because we already have a vampire there. Well, that's the third card for setup. And the final card for setting up townies. Vampires and demons. A vampire looks at the Summers residence. Okay, we have a vampire right here at the Summers residence, probably very soon to be dusted. A townie needs help at Glorificus's mansion. Alright, a townie at Glorificus's mansion, which is up here. Alright, so that is the initial setup for the game. Once again, we lose if the apocalypse track fills up with dead townies and or wounds. That's how we lose the game. So, everyone, like I said, has 3 regular actions, 1 special action. First player is Buffy whenever she is in the game. She has the wooden stake, so we're going to come right back and we're going to start with Buffy. So the order of play will be Buffy, Giles, Willow, Spike, and we keep going until everyone's taken all of their actions. Whenever a character takes their special action, and they must take their special action, we're going to be getting an event card drawn, and we have to process it. So, we're going to come right back, and we're going to have Buffy start us off. Okay, so we're starting off with Buffy. She's going to do a regular action, and she has the wooden spike, so she can get rid of and dust the vampire at the summer residence. So she will do that. She dusts the vampire. Up next, we have Giles. Giles is down here at UC Sunnydale. Giles is going to use the location ability, which is just draw 3 cards. Now remember, he can hold 4 items, so he can draw 3 cards. Oops, I grabbed 4, and he can actually keep all of them. So he gets weapons, tomes, and a wooden stake. Without using an action, you may discard artifact card. Alright, well, so he has 2 tomes now. He has weapons and a wooden stake. So he's able to kill demons, vampires, and he can discard a tome right now if he wanted to. So that was a regular action. Forgot to flip it over. He could discard one of his tomes to just get an artifact. It does not cost an action. And I'm wondering if he shouldn't do that, give himself an edge. So as the discard effect, during your turn, you may discard this card to draw 1 artifact without using an action. I think he's going to do that. He's going to go ahead and discard the tomes, and he just gets an artifact. And he gets the Slayer Scythe. Each time you perform a fight action or use your special ability, you may check this. If you succeed, slay a baddie in your location. This would be a good thing to get to Buffy. Alright. That's Giles' turn. Up next we have Willow. Willow seems to be in a lot of issues here with demons, vampires, and the monster of the week. She's going to do a regular fight action. She's going to use the fight action on the bottom of her thing. Slay 1 baddie in your location if you have magic supplies. She has magic supplies. She's going to slay this demon. This demon is no more because Willow is badass. Alright, over we go to Spike. Spike, what does Spike want to do? He's down here in the crypt. He can take 2 wooden stakes from the item deck, then reshuffle as a regular action, or he could move somewhere. He has weapons. I think he is going to go ahead and he's going to get 2 wooden stakes. I'm going to go through the item deck here, 2 wooden stakes, once I can find them, and then we're going to be shuffling all the cards again. So that was Spike's regular action. He took the crypt action, so he's gearing up. And coming right back, we'll be doing Buffy again. Okay, so we're back to Buffy. Buffy's going to do her special action, I do believe, which means she can attack and move, and or attack. So she's going to move here to the magic box with Willow. Now, they can freely exchange items if they want at this point, but they're not going to. And Buffy is then going to move. She gets to attack the vampire. She has a wooden stake. The vampire is dusted. Doesn't stand a chance. And the rest of her special ability, after performing the fight action, stun all baddies in your location. Monsters of the week are not baddies, so you can't stun them. So only demons and vampires. So that doesn't really work, and because we used Buffy's special ability, we need to process an event now. A demon terrorizes the Rest Field Cemetery. The Rest Field Cemetery, where in the heck is that? Over here. Alright, and that was a demon, and a townie needs help at Angelus's mansion. So we get a townie needing help down here. Angelus's mansion, and replace any 1 townie on the game board with a demon. Any 1 townie with a demon, eh? Well, let's replace this townie here with a demon. So we have a vampire and a demon now over there. All right, that was Buffy taking her special action. Up next for Giles. Giles, I think, is just going to take a regular action, and he is going to move here with Willow and Buffy. And then he's going to exchange items. He's actually going to give Willow the weapons, because now Willow has weapons and magic supplies, and she may be able to take out the monster of the week. And I think you can only, maybe you can exchange with everybody. I'm just going to read that rule because he should be able to give the Slayer scythe to Buffy at the same time, but maybe you can't. I'm just going to check it, come right back. So indeed, it's any number of free actions. So Giles is going to give the Slayer scythe to Buffy. I think she can use it probably best with her ability. That leaves Giles with wooden stake and tomes. That's Giles' action. Up next we have Willow, and Willow is going to use a regular action. She's going to try to take out the monster of the week, and how that works is the monster of the week, we need magic supplies and weapons. Willow has both of them. She's going to be discarding them because that's how you fight monster of the week. So she discards the magic items and weapons. And now we're going to pull an event card and see if we can match either of these symbols. So let's hope that we can. And indeed we do. We match the Ankh symbol. And so Willow defeats the first monster of the week. All right, good stuff, Willow. And that gets rid of Rack. So how appropriate that Willow takes out Rack, and that's going to drop a investigation token here. And now we need to have a new monster of the week immediately appear. And the next monster of the week is Kakistos the Father. Kakistos the Father appears at Rosedale Cemetery. Rosedale Cemetery down here. Oh boy, what does he do? Any character wounded by Kakistos the Father must discard one item card if possible. And we need garlic and a wooden stake to try and take him down. Alright, we haven't revealed the plot for Adam yet. When we flip over the token here, we're going to reveal the first plot. Okay, good stuff for Willow. Over we go now to Spike. Spike's going to take a regular action, and he's going to move. He is going to move right up here to the Shadow Valley Vineyards with the demon and the vampire, because he's all about the fighting. Okay, that's Spike. Up next we have Buffy, and Buffy has two regular actions, but I'm going to have to think about what I want to do with Buffy before I take her turn, so I'm going to do some thinking and I'll be right back. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do, because we have Buffy, Willow, and Giles all in the magic box, we're going to have Buffy take a regular action. And she's going to use the special ability of the magic box. Take two magic supplies from the item deck and then reshuffle them. And then she's immediately going to... oh, damn it. What she was going to do first, she will trade the wooden spike to Willow, actually to Giles first. Gives a wooden spike to Giles. Then she gets the two magic supplies, which she then immediately trades off to Willow. If I can find two magic supplies, oh, give me a break. Going through all these cards, one magic supplies, another one. And so that leaves Buffy with the Slayer thing. The Slayer scythe, that means Willow has two magic supplies now. And we're going to have to shuffle this thing. So that was basically Buffy's action. And we'll come right back and do Giles then. Okay, just trying to manipulate all the items and things. So Giles is now, it's his turn. He's going to take the wooden stake that Buffy gave him. He's going to give it back to Buffy. Then he's going to do his special action. And his special action says, reveal the top four items, choose two to draw and discard the others. So he's going to take four items off the top of the item deck. And he gets to discard two. He gets to keep two of them. He'll keep the weapons, and he will keep the cross, discarding the magic supplies and the wooden stake. All right, so that now he has a cross, weapons, and a wooden stake. He used his special ability Use a special ability, eh? Which means we're going to have to process an event card. Alright, for Giles, we get a demon terrorizes Angelicus's mansion. Wow, that's not good because we have a townie there. A townie needs help at the Restfield Cemetery. Oh man, this is getting worse and worse. Alright, replace any one townie on the game board with a demon. Oh man, this is brutal. Any one townie with a demon, eh? We might as well replace the Angelicus Mansion one with a demon, I think. So we've got two demons down there. Ouch, this is getting pretty nasty. That was Giles. Up next is Willow. And Willow has her special action left and a regular action. And so what does she want to do, hey? I think she's going to go ahead and use her special action, which means discard any number of magic supplies for each discarded. Defeat one baddie anywhere. She has 2 magic supplies. She's going to discard both of them. She gets to defeat 2 baddies anywhere. She's going to defeat this one at Restfield Cemetery and one of the demons here at Angelicus's mansion. Alright, but that was her special action, so yes indeed, to process an event. A demon terrorizes Angelicus's mansion. Get out of town. A vampire lurks at the Restfield Cemetery. Didn't she just get rid of those? That is absolutely silly. Okay, well, that's what it is. They just keep popping up like mushrooms. Place this card beside the game board until the end of the round. City Hall cannot be activated. Well, City Hall, it gets blocked off by that event card. That was Willow's special action. Wow, not great. Up next, we have Spike. Spike is also going to use his special action, which says, slay all baddies in your location. If you have weapons. He has weapons. He slays all baddies at his location, which is a demon and a vampire, because he's the crazy maniac slay guy. For every 3 baddies slain, add a wound to the apocalypse track. Well, he only slayed 2, so we don't add a wound. But it was his special action, and so another event card. The vampire lurks at Shadow Valley Vineyards. Really, eh? Didn't he just get rid of this? This is getting really funny. A townie needs help at the magic box. Okay, well that we can deal with. And lastly, if there's currently at least 1 vampire sharing a location with the character, add a wound token to the apocalypse track. Yes, indeed, we do have that situation. So we're going to be adding our first wound to the apocalypse track. And there we have it. That was Spike. Now everyone's got 1 regular action left. Just to do some thinking here. Come back starting with Buffy to have everyone do 1 regular action. Okay, back to Buffy. Buffy's going to do an exchange items with Giles. She's going to take the weapons from Giles. So now she has weapons, a wooden stake, and a scythe. That's a free action to exchange items. And now she's going to move, and I think Buffy's going to move right here to Angelicus's mansion. Try and deal with these demons. It'll be in the next turn, but she's going to move there to stop them from moving. That's the last action for Buffy. Up next is Giles. Giles is also going to do a move action. He is going to move to... where is he going to move to? He will move to the Summers residence. I have a plan for him for next time. That's the end of Giles. Willow has 1 regular action left. Willow's at the magic box. She is going to go ahead and get 2 magic supplies from the magic box, which means then we shuffle all of the item cards again. So that's Willow's action. Spike has 1 action left, and we don't want townies going in the apocalypse track because they cannot be removed. So Spike's going to take his very last action. To move, he's going to move here to the Restfield Cemetery to try and help out that townie. And that's everybody taking their actions. And now we're going to be going into the monster activation stage. So let me reread the rules a little bit here, make sure I get it done in the right order. and we'll come right back and deal with it. Alright, so we start off actually by looking at the start of monster activation effects, but there aren't any. We look at the big bad, and that's what we're going to look at first, right here at the end of each round. Well, we will look at the end of the round if there's any townies in a location with a clue token. Damn it, and there are. Well, I blew that one, but we're not going to worry about that yet, because we have to do these things in order. Check plot cards. Well, there are no plot cards out. Wound each character that shares a big bad. Okay, Monster of the Week. Check Monster of the Week effect cards, and it says any character wounded by Kakistos who's here has to discard an item. Well, he's not on a location with anybody, so then he's going to move. And how monsters move, there's a hierarchy. Oh man, which is kind of they move to an adjacent location with an unprotected townie. There isn't one. They move to an adjacent location with a protected townie. There isn't one. Move to an adjacent location with a character. So Monster of the Week is going to move in here with Buffy, who's sitting here with 2 demons. Ouch. And that's it for the big bad. Now we have to do the baddies. The baddies activate, and afterwards then they move. So baddies activating. We're going to have 1 wound here on Spike. We're going to have 2 wounds here on Buffy. So we're going to be adding 3 wound markers to the Apocalypse track. Ooh, that's pretty painful, but I didn't lose any townies. So 1 more goes on here, another one, and we now have 4. And now it's time for the baddies to move. So this baddie would go to an unprotected townie. He's going to move here. The only other one will be this one, and he will move in here with Spike. And this townie. Okay. And then I do believe we do end of turn. Flip any stunned baddie tokens back over. We don't have any big bad round, end of round effects. And well, this is where we get kind of pooched. Damn it. If there are any townies sharing a location with a clue token, replace one of them with a demon. Well, this townie here gets replaced with a demon because it shares a clue token. Damn it. So screwed that up. Anyway, continuing on, that was if locations with townies. Oh, now we rescue townies. So if there's any characters with just townies, they'd be rescued. But of course, that's not happening. And then we check the passive locations for activities. So there's nobody here to move here. There's no one in here. That doesn't activate. Townies here cannot be rescued in Restfield Cemetery. That's not going to happen. When rescuing townies, you can do one additional one, and townies move here. So nothing much happens. The event card now goes away. And did I forget all about this? Just meant we couldn't use City Hall. And it does say now that we shuffle the discarded items and reset the character action tokens. Oh, so the event deck doesn't get reshuffled, but the item deck does, and we're going to refresh the tokens. So that was the intro and round 1 for Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the board game against Adam. Adam might be a little bit tough. I don't know. We're playing with Spike this time. I like his ability where he can just kind of go berserk and take out everything in a location if he has weapons. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, and likes. I know some people don't like this game on my channel, but I don't know. I thought I'd give it another go. It's been quite a while since I've done one. So thanks to those who are watching along. And for those who don't want to watch this one, well, hey, what can I say? Not every game is for everyone. We'll see you in the next series. So thanks so much. And if you want to continue watching along, I will be putting up a video a day. And we'll see some more Buffy the Vampire Slayer against Adam tomorrow. So thanks so much, and we'll see you then.